Hey guys, what's going on? It's Captain Jack from the Ort Online forums. I decided that it would be really cool if I actually went ahead and started a kind of podcast related show. Basically, you'll hear my voice and you'll see a little character I'll animate for the show. And we'll go over some stuff that highlights more of the community aspect of the Ort Online forums. Um, Conflict Nerd already has a show, Ort Night, where he goes over the new features, development, and even concept and artwork and stuff like that for Ort Online, the game. But I thought it would be cool if there was a more of a discussion podcast type thing. So if you want to be involved in this, let me know. Just go ahead and message me on the forum, Captain Jack 92A, and let me know if you want to go ahead and try and get connected on Skype. And if you think you want to get involved in some vocal conversations and stuff like that, I'll add you to the show and we can get you animated in with a little character of your own, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. Why not? Let's just see. I like this. This is fun. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that I kind of wanted to do for this first show is go over a couple of highlighted posts that I thought were really, really beneficial this last week or so. Either within this last week or whatever, this last segment, I guess. There's not really a limit since there's no shows before this, but just some ones that I picked out that I thought were really, really interesting. Here's one by Zephysis, I believe. He says, will there be a hard reset? Basically, he's asking in this post is whether or not we're going to lose the worlds that we're developing in right now and building in right now. I believe that there are some rumors about this where some builds are probably going to be moved over. I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to get a developer's definite answer on that. I couldn't find one. But basically, either we're not going to be able to access what we've already built, or there might be the possibility to see our creations in the next worlds as the game is released more and more into its full form. But all this is speculation. It's definitely too early in the game to tell, but I just thought that was a really great question to go over. Gleam in caves. Sir Lex basically noted how Gleam could be, since it's more of a crystal thing, could be built up of crystal meshes. Now, I did touch on this in a post a while back, but I did not emphasize on it. It was just a side note in one of my sketches, and I agree. I think it would be really great if you could, when you find Gleam, basically what it would be is very crystallized forms that are kind of growing out of the rocks and whatnot. And then you'd be able to use, like if you get enough, maybe 4 to 6 or 4 to 9, whatever, and you can make an entire Gleam block like what we're playing with right now. That way people who like to use the Gleam blocks for building wouldn't lose that. So I just thought that was definitely something worth bringing up. A possible UI solution for shape management. This one was put up by Dark Repulsor, and it's probably one of the best suggestions here. It's basically it's probably one of the better ideas that's been given for the UI, the game's UI that I've seen. Basically what it is you have the circles on the bottom which let you select which material you're going to use and build with. However, you have the smaller circle on the bottom right of that circle that shows you how many you have. He suggested that there be for a circle on the top right of the elements circle be a shape selector that lets you choose which shape you are going to make when you place that block. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and I completely agree with this idea, and I really hope the devs go for it because it's awesome. So that is definitely one of the more highlighted posts. Ortress. Obulus made this video in Ort of him actually playing Tetris. He animated an entire video by taking screenshots of him destroying and rebuilding shapes like in Tetris, and he plays almost an entire game of Tetris in that video, and I just thought the amount of work and time that would have had to go into that is insane. So that's definitely one of the featured creations I recommend going and going and checking out. He says it took about 6 hours of recording. Another one, this is kind of our final one, just to wrap it up with. Dark Repulsor again. He took a screenshot that I just thought was absolutely awesome. He takes some of the probably most thought out screenshots in the game. One of them is a landscape here it's basically just kind of it's got a castle, it's got a bridge, it's got a little town on the right side, and I just think that the composition was really great. And honestly, I think that if you like that kind of stuff for your desktop background, it's definitely a prime pick for that kind of stuff. So I recommend that as your desktop background. You can find that in the Photography 102 Worlds, Builds, Befores, and Afters post in the Creations section. So yeah, I thought that was really awesome. That's about it for this episode. Again, if you want to get involved, if you want to hang out, talk to me, and talk about the game and talk about the community side, and maybe a little bit of development, but I'd rather leave that to Conflict Nerds since that is his thing, that is his show. Just go ahead and let me know, send me a message on the forums, and we'll get connected and see what we can do. Alright guys, that was it for this part of the show. Gonna go ahead and wrap up now. So, yeah, until next time, I will see you server side. Maybe. If we play in the same server and stuff, I can talking guilds and combat and building stuff. Alright, bye.